Hey guys, this is E with Scrapbooking with Me, and today we are going to make some journal covers using our 12 by 12 paper, but this is going to be completely different than what we did before. These are protected. They have plastic on them. They have pockets on the inside. And we're going to do a little bit of embellishing in there, and I'm going to show you exactly how these are made. Very simple, very easy, good way to use up your scraps. And I have these plastic covers that I need to get rid of. I have a stack, a huge stack, that I need to get rid of, so I'm going to put them on the website, and I'm going to put them just dirt cheap. They're going to be pretty inexpensive, and I'll show you exactly what they look like. If you ever scrapbooked anytime back in the day, they had these page protectors that you could get, and you just did your page and then you slid it down in there and it protected your page. Well, I've got a million of these. I used to work for Creative Memories, so I have a lot of these, and they all have a 12 by 12 piece of, it's like a medium weight cardstock inside, so you can use that as well. But we're going to use this. This is like a pretty heavyweight plastic, so it's not something that's going to, I mean, you can stitch on it, not something that's going to tear up or anything like that. Now, it's got this edge, and I know it's hard for you to see some of this. Let's see if I can get it to a point where you can see it. No, that doesn't help any at all, does it? Let's see. Maybe. It's got an edge there. There you go. This is where it would attach in the album. And we're going to take that off because we don't need that. But when you're cutting this off, make sure that you don't cut past that little line right there, because that's what holds it together. We're just going to cut right before we get to that little line. Cut that off. And I'm going to go kind of slow, because if I try to go fast, my scissors will go crooked and I'll cut that line right in two. And I don't want to have to stitch it back together. Okay. Alright, it's still held together well, so that's good. Now, one end is open. This end is open. This end is closed. It's closed up. So we're going to use the end that's closed up, and we're going to fold it up about, well, let's don't fold it right now. Let's hold it. Hold on, and let's use this. We're going to use this piece of paper. Now, this is from our new paper collection from Simple Stories, and it's called Wildflower. Absolutely gorgeous. Mary Nell bought that today, and I saw her buy it, and I was like, oh, I don't think I've looked at that paper pad yet. Like, I needed more 12 by 12 paper. So we're going to use this one. I've already cut the little branding strip off of it. And now what we're going to do is we're going to get our trimmer. And you're going to cut 6 inches, and you're going to cut it this way. See the paper? This is the top, this is the bottom. That's the way that you're going to cut your 6 inches. So cut your 6 first. Right there. Okay, so you have 2 6 by 12 pieces. And now what we're going to do is we're going to put it back in here, and we're going to cut this one at 9 inches. So that's going to give you a 6 by 9 and then a 3 by 6. 2 3 by 6 pieces. And we're going to use all of that. Every bit of it. Alright, there's my opening. So what I want to do is I'm going to put this piece down in here in the bottom. I know you're thinking, I don't understand what you're doing, woman. Just hold on. Alright, decide which one you want to face outward. Like this. I want this one to face out, because when I put this in there, that is going to be on the inside. So I just want them to be opposite. So I'm going to slide this down in. Whoops, wrong way. I'm going to put it upside down, slide it down in that corner. Just as tight as it'll go. And I'm going to do the same thing to this one. And I know this plastic's hard for you to see and it may have glare, but I'm going to do the best I can to tell you what I'm doing. Okay? We got those down in there. Now we're going to fold this up. Do I have them? I have them upside down. Let's turn them right side up. Make sure that you put your paper the right way up. You need to put it in here upside down because when you fold this up, you need it to be the right way up. There we go. Okay. Then you're going to fold that up. And see, you're not going to have to measure anything because we know this is 3 by 6. So fold that up, and I take my bone folder and I really go over that plastic and it will fold. This is thick enough that it's going to fold. Now you've got that. So all you have to do now is, and don't worry about that. Don't worry about that at all because that's going to be covered. We're going to fold that in the middle. And I'm just going to line up the edges. And then again, I'm going to take my bone folder, press it down, line up here. And I'm going to press it down. Now I'm putting my crease in there. You don't really have to, but I'm putting it in there because I'm going to stitch down the middle. You don't even have to stitch down the middle because you're going to be sewing your signatures in here. So you don't have to stitch down the middle. I just have been. See, I ran just a little stitch down through there. Just so it would kind of hold these in place while I worked with them, but you don't have to do that. Alright, now I don't like to use glue on plastic. You can, perfectly fine. I just don't like to. So in order to make these pockets close up, well, another reason, I don't want to put glue in here and then have a partial pocket. So I am going to use some washi tape. I'm just going to cut off a piece. Stick that down there. This is real sticky. Now make sure if you use washi, it is either real sticky or you put extra glue on it. Because you're going to need this to hold. It's going to need to hold forever and a day. Which it will once we get finished, but I just like to use a really sticky washi. Now I'm just going to hold that down where I need it to be. Alright. I'm just leaving that like that for now. I'm just kind of gluing it down to my mat until I get this side on. Whoops. I tore that side. This one is really sticky. I'll put that there. And I'm just kind of choosing a washi that doesn't quite stand out so bad that maybe will look pretty good on here. Then I'm going to flip it over and I'm just going to make sure that's nice and even there. And fold that washi over the back. Right, now we have our pockets in there. If you have any little washi hanging over, just trim it off. Just make sure you don't trim your plastic open. Alright, there we go. Now all we need to do is these pieces that we cut, we're ready to put these down in here. Now you choose whatever side you want. I'm going to choose this side for the outside. And I don't worry about my plastic getting a little bit dirty on my hands right now because I can always wipe it off. That's the good thing about having a journal cover made with plastic on it. Since we cut them at 6 by 9, they're going to fit in there perfectly. You're going to have a little room, a little open room right there for your spine. And then once you get this in here, you can kind of see if you've got everything folded right. There we go. So there, basically, is our cover finished. You don't have to do anything else to it if you don't want to. But like I said, I do go down through there and stitch that. Now, You can stitch across here if you want. I'm not going to, just simply because I think I'm going to put some lace up here and just fold my lace over to close this up. Or if you want to change this out, you know, if you want to change your colors out, you can do that too by just pulling this one out and putting another one down in there. You can change your colors out. All you have to do. And then if you want to change these out, just take your washi off, open it up, change it out. So it's all interchangeable unless you stitch everything down, which I'm not going to. And I even stitched here, but I can still take these out and replace them with no problem. Alright, so let's see. I am going to lay that one aside, and I'm going to do another. I've got this paper. It's out of that same collection, and I love that. You know, yesterday I was talking about yellows and pinks. I don't know why I like that so much, but I just do. Alright, we're going to go ahead and take our piece of cardstock out of here because we can use that for something else. And then we'll trim this down. This is going to be a really quick and easy video for you guys. And like I said, I have a stack of these. I was looking at them today. They've been sitting under my desk, and I thought, I need to do something with those. They're just sitting there wasting away. And I started trying to think of some things that I could do with it. And this just popped in my head. I know, it's dangerous things popping in my head. Okay, now I'm going to have, this is my outside, this is my inside. So what I want to do is put my flowers on the inside, and I need to put them upside down. They need to go like that, I do believe. Let's look and see. Nope. That's upside down, Edith. They need to go that way. There we go. See, if I wasn't filming, I could probably figure this out real quick. But when I'm filming, I'm not thinking straight. Well, yeah, that's my excuse. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I would probably get it upside down even if I wasn't filming. Good thing about it is I can take it right out and redo it. There we go. That's good. That's a good side. And what I like about this is you're using every bit of your 12 by 12 sheet up, and you're using every bit of this plastic up. So it's all getting used. We're not wasting anything. No cutting, no measuring, no nothing other than just, well, I say no cutting. No measuring, no extra cutting. Just that one little cut or two little cuts and you're finished. Okay, and I can always fold that again. I'm just trying to get it to where it's pretty well even. Oh, I just love this. Let's see. I want this one in the front. You can also ink these before you put them in if you want. Lots of different things you can do to them. If you have a plainer paper that you want to use and you want to embellish it, just embellish it before you put it down in there. Simple as that. And believe me, I'm going to put a signature in this, and I'm going to show you guys just how pretty these will turn out to be. A pretty journal. I mean, they've got plenty of room. Look at that, plenty of room. Now we need a washi that will go here. I don't know if I have a washi that's going to match that. Let's look. Let's see, let's try some of this. This is a black and white washi, I think. See what that would look like. Yeah, that'll be alright. And just keep in mind that your washi will show on the outside, just that little bottom corner, unless you cover it. You could always cover it with something. It doesn't bother me, but depending on whether you want your washi to show or not. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and cut both of my pieces. And this is some washi from the Washi Tape Shop. From that video that I did for them. This is some of their washi. And their washi is usually, everyone that I've used so far has been very sticky. So I haven't had a problem with having to re-glue anything. And this one is very sticky. Let's see, I'm going to put that a little bit more on the inside. Not quite half there. You can tell how sticky it is by when I try to pull it up. Okay, there's that side. I'll try to get a signature pulled together so that I can put it in one of these in the next few days. Maybe this weekend we can work on that. I think that would be fun. But I'll have all of these ready for when I do have my signatures going. I'll have all of them ready. That one I got a little long, so I'm going to cut it off. There we go. Okay, now we're just going to flip it over, fold it around. See, that's what I mean about showing. This little part's going to show unless you cover it, but I'm probably going to put some lace down through there anyway, so not a biggie to me. And also, this washi is very wide, so that's why I've got such a wide piece on there, but again, doesn't bother me. Okay, so there is another one. So that's why I kind of stitched down through there to keep those in place. But you got two pockets there, and then all of this. Now I'm going to show you how I'm going to embellish the inside of some of them. This one, I love, love, love that paper. I can't remember where this paper come from. I had it in my stash. I don't know. Sorry. It's one I've had in there for a while. And I put some of that vellum that we just sold out of yesterday right here. I love that. Love, love, love it. So this is kind of plain. So I thought what I would do is, since we got some flowers down here, I had two large flowers. And I thought I might just glue those down on here. Let's see. Might glue it right there. Yeah, but I think what I want to do is I'm going to get my little stamp because it's got some stamping down here, but it's not quite enough stamping. I'm going to get my little stamp. Hopefully, if I can get my ink pad open here. And I'm going to stamp off on something first, just to make sure that I'm going to... Oh, yeah. I like that. Okay. Let's ink it up a little bit. I'm going to put a little bit of stamping right there. A little bit of stamping over there. A little over here. A little down here. A little there. Oh, I like that. Okay, I'm going to let that dry a little bit before I slide it back down in there. I'm going to go ahead and stamp this one while I have it out. Now, this is an old stamp that I've had for a while, but you can use whatever stamp you have in your stash. Don't worry about trying to get the same one I do. Use what you have. We all have lots of things, so just grab what you got and use it. It will work. Okay, let's put this flower right there. We have some of that stamping behind it. I love that. Now this, hopefully, is this a sticker? I hope it's a sticker. If it's not a sticker, I may not use it because I don't want to have to glue. It is a sticker, yay! I didn't know with it being so big. I don't even know where I got this one. I think somebody gifted this one to me. Let's see, right there I think, maybe. and just press it in, and it's gonna look like it's just part of that page. Love it. And I've got to put, yeah, I know. You're telling me not to, but you know I have to. I've got to put a little piece of washi on there. That's just my rule. Don't want my flour floating away. Alright, we'll go ahead. I'm going to let that dry a little bit more, and we'll go ahead and put the flour on this side. Oh, how did I get that on there? Okay. Ooh. At least I got that off without tearing it all to pieces. That's a miracle in itself. Oh, I guess you want to stick right there, don't you? Well, too late now. It's going to stick. I wanted it a little bit further over, but these things are so sticky. Now, I do have a bubble here, so I'm going to try to get this up so I can move it a little bit. That may be easier said than done without tearing my paper. Okay, there we go. We got it. Love it. And a little piece of washi right across there. There we go. Let's see if this is dry yet. I think so. I think it's dry. Yep, it is. So this goes back in this way. Oh, I love that. And this goes back in this way. Isn't that cute? That is going to make a very nice journal cover. Very nice. I like that. I'm going to have lots of room for my signature. I can even put a big fat one in here. Okay, that is that one. Now I had, let's see, I made this one too. And I just laid these ferns in there. I didn't glue them down or anything. I just laid them in there. See, do I want any stamping? I don't think I want any stamping on that because that's kind of a wood grain. I think I'm just going to put my ferns on there. Oh, this one's not wanting to come up. Come on. There we go. Now let's see if we can hold it until I get it where I want it before it sticks. I want to put it at kind of an angle. I don't want it straight. And that's going to be hid by the pocket, so I'm not going to worry about putting any tape on there. Cute. I like that. And then let's do this one. So you can put anything you want down in these pockets until you seal them up. So, you know, embellish this all you want, add whatever you want, and then once you seal everything up, then it's there to stay. Again, we're going to put it kind of crooked. And I got another bubble. That's because I'm trying to put it down and look at the camera too to make sure I'm in frame. No problem, we'll fix it. There we go. Now, okay, this little bone folder will squish anything down. And there is that one. Those are pretty. I love that. See, I love both of them. And I'll embellish a little bit more here. Probably I'll put a label or something there. I may even come back in here and put a label. But I'll save that until I figure out exactly what I want to do. And then We could also put something in here, and you can put something other than flowers. I know I'm hung up on flowers, but not everybody is. So let's see if we have anything else. We could do something like that, and then maybe put that one, or put this one on the front and that one on the back, maybe. I like that one there. Okay, let me trim this one out. I am going to add a little ink to these, just to cover up maybe where I didn't cut everything exactly right. And then we'll put these on here. Now, you don't have to put anything on these if you don't want. This is just me. Oh, I like that. Okay, we're going to glue that down. Or you can put lots of things in there if you want to. Just keep in mind, whatever you put in there is going to be preserved. So you could even put pictures in there if you wanted to. Maybe you have some pictures that you want to make sure that they're preserved and saved, and just put them in there and then seal that plastic up, and they're there. Not going to have anything get to them once you seal it. Oh yeah, I like that. Like that. I could have gone a little bit higher with it, but that's okay. I like it. This one, we do need to go a little bit higher. It's going to be on the back, so you don't have to match them. They don't have to be even. It's going to be on the back, and that one's going to be in the front, and there's going to be a signature in between, so. There we go. Cute. I like that. So that is the embellishing on the inside of that one. I have kind of decided what I want to put on here. I've just laid it out. These are those little cutouts that I told you. Some of them came out of magazines and different things that I had the other day that we played around with. And I had a couple that I thought would look good on here. I'm going to put these close to the top because they're kind of big and I want them to show. So, just going to bring it down about 1/2 inch maybe. From the top. Let's see, hopefully I got that pretty well straight. That will work. I love that little girl, she's so cute. And then this lady looks very vintage to me, and I thought I'd put that one in the back. Again, bringing it down about 1/2 inch from the top. Now, down here, I know this is plastic. You might say, oh my goodness, I can embellish that. I've already got it in there. Yes, you can. If you've got stickers that have already got the sticky on the back. Now, you can glue down to this if you want to. I'm just not a big fan of gluing on plastic. But you can do it. I've seen other people do it. But most of us have stickers. So, grab your stickers out. And I'm going to use that one right there. And then this is a sticker. But if you don't have, then use your glue and just glue whatever you have, whatever you wish on there. And put that there. So So there's my little piece on that side, and on this side, I'm going to put another sticker. And it sticks really good to this plastic. About right there, maybe. And then this sticker. If you use a glue, just make sure that you use one that's pretty tacky, that, you know, sticks well. I don't think I would use a glue stick or anything like that. Okay, that one looks crooked, doesn't it? Peel it up and try that again. Before I press it down, let me look. Yeah, that looks better. So we'll press that down, or it looks better to me. It might not be. You might be saying, that looked better the other time. Alright, that is that. I love that. Oh my goodness. And I will also embellish the front of this somehow. I don't know what I'll put on it. Don't know what I'll put in here. Probably a photo or something in the middle. But I'll embellish that some too when I start doing the journal. But I just love how that turned out. Alright, that is it, guys. That's how simple these are. Now, let me tell you, if you don't have any page protector sheets like this and you don't want to buy any or can't buy any, don't worry about it. You've got some kind of plastic laying around home. I know. Everybody's got some kind of plastic. Everything nowadays comes in plastic. Just grab some of it and measure it out and cut it and use what you have. If you want to purchase some of these, I will have them up for just as cheap as I can put them up there. But also remember, they'll have to ship in a 12 by 12 flat mailer. So there'll be a little bit of shipping, but you know, I'll charge as little as I can to get away with it, because we will have to ship them in a mailer. If we don't, they'll get all bent up. But that's it, guys. I wanted to show you how to do these real quick, easy and simple, and let you know that I'm cleaning out my stash of these. I don't need a million of them like I've got. Alright, we will talk to you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Bye-bye.